Welcome to the MoneyWise Channel, a place where we talk about inspirational things and the process of setting up goals, because it's so important to set up goals. Yeah, keep sending me emails. This is so exciting. Sending me messages. I'm loving it. We're going to be going through some emails today. I'm going to give you my opinion, some facts, and my perspective. In this particular email, a person was speaking to me and asking about mirrors. Because they hear me in the videos always say, look in the mirror, talk to yourself. So they was asking, could I get in more detail about mirrors? So this video I'm going to call Power of Mirrors. Okay? Power of mirrors. So getting going here, mirrors, it's a reflective surface, basically a reflective surface, now typically of glass coated with metal that reflects a clear image. So that's what mirrors basically are, a reflective surface typically of glass coated with metal that reflects a clear image. If you remember in Disney, that the woman would look in the mirror and say, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? You remember that movie? It was called Snow White. And she would look into the mirror and she would ask this question, because people know that the mirror won't lie to you. The mirror is going to tell you the truth. It's going to get you right. Now, what you accept is on you, but that mirror is going to tell you the truth. You can speak things to existence with the mirror, because you can look into the mirror and see one thing and say, I would like it to be another, and it sets your mind on course to do what you need to do to get the reflection that you're looking for from the mirror. People give speeches and they say them in the mirror first. Some of the greatest speeches that you've ever heard, from Martin Luther King to whoever, they stood in front of a mirror and they spoke into the mirror, and they was able to watch themselves and see how it made them feel when they did it. So a mirror is a good way to see a clear image. You also can write your goals in a corner of a mirror so you can see them every day reflecting to you. You can look into your own eyes and work on your reflection and see that clear image of what you want to see. Now, this is physical and spiritually. Physically, you're working on losing weight, or you're working building muscle. You can see your body in the mirror physically, so you will be able to build into that. Spiritually, something you're working on spiritually, you can look yourself in the eyes and make sure your mind is set on what you're after. I did a video called Obsession. So if you after something, you have to become obsessed with it. I did another video called Vision, where I talked about it doesn't matter what's going on in your physical life right then. Your vision, if you can see it being different, then it can be different. So that's how this all works. So with a mirror, you can look in it and see what's happening today, but you can say, this is what I'm after. And you can see looking in the mirror will give you the truth at that point. So now you know what you need to do to change it. Because you can, it's like a person could be overweight and they could talk to their friends or family, and because they don't want to hurt their feelings, they will tell them, oh, you look good the way you are. You're not too big. They'll say whatever they want to say to this person in their face to try to make them feel good. But in all reality, they know that's not right. But when you go in there and you look in the mirror by yourself, you take your clothes off and you stand there, you know what's going on, because the mirror is not going to lie. It's going to give you a clear image of where you are today. And that's how you have to look at all this. That is the power of the mirror, telling you where you're at today. And now you can get to the nitty gritty and get focused on what you're after. You can change your situation instantly by focusing your mind with the mirror. So like I said, you can look into the mirror and speak things into existence. Look right in your own eyes and talk to yourself and be real with yourself and talk about what you're after. Also, remember, some of the best speeches you ever heard, they looked in the mirror and they talked to themselves and they gave this whole speech to the mirror by themselves. Also, if you're about to talk to someone and say you think you might be nervous or whatever, you need to get in the mirror and speak. Work on yourself. Have the conversation. See why? If you have a problem when you speak to people and it usually don't go right, go look in the mirror and say what you said to them in the mirror and see how you respond. Because you can see a clear image, and maybe some way you're moving or your face is shaking or whatever, you can hear it and see by looking in the mirror by yourself. And now you get to see, like, maybe this is why they reacted the way they reacted with me, because of the way I carry myself, the way I said it, the way my eyes look, the way I'm squinching my face. Maybe my face is coming off sarcastic. You don't know until you go through the process. You need to go through the process. This is the power of the mirror. It's going to give you a clear image of what's going on. I say, write your goals in a corner of your mirror. Great people like Michael Jackson would put little dancing figures on his mirror. He would say different things to himself, like, I'm going to do this. This is going to be exciting. You have to speak those things out there. You have to use the mirror like that. Muhammad Ali would say he was the greatest, even if some people say he might not have been, as far as his record. But we all call him the greatest because he put that out there. He always looked in the mirror and said, I'm pretty. I'm pretty. He didn't say he was handsome. He said he was pretty. So he extended it out there way further than most people did. And you just got to set the course for what you're after. Because, most men say they was pretty. They would look at him like they were very feminine. But he said it and nobody's never questioned him on who he was. So that's how powerful that this thing is. If you learn how to move and how to do things with the mirror, work with the mirror. There's people that's been in prison and they said every day they start looking at little reflection that they have in there. They were looking, it's right over their toilet. You got to think that's the worst situation ever. Being in prison, you just got your little, it's barely a mirror really, but it's a mirror. It's not glass. It's like more like some type of metal, but it reflects. And the best they can see their face in it, right over their toilet and where they wash their face at every morning. They start to speak into that mirror to themselves and say, oh, I'm at home. I'm getting out of here. I'm focused. I see myself at home. I see myself successful. And next thing you know, even though the judge told them they weren't going home, people said they weren't going home, they end up out of that place into another place. This has happened multiple times, multiple stories. So that's when your surroundings is not the way you would like them to be, but you can get out of there if you look into the mirror and you speak to what you really desire. Because see, the Bible doesn't say it will give you your wants. It doesn't say it will give you problems. It says it will give you the desires of your heart. So you have to make sure your mind is steady and you have clarity on what you're doing, and success is yours. So, no matter what you're going through, always remember to smile. Always smile. And know this too. Plans may change, but goals stay the same. Like and subscribe to this MoneyWise channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Okay? Yep.